she? Good morning. Welcome to another studio vlog. I'm back again. I made it. We'll see. So today we're just gonna work on some more pieces for my exhibition. I'm working on an orange-bellied parrot at the moment. It's taking me a while. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that piece finished this week. So I've got today and then 2 more days that I can work in the studio. So fingers crossed we could get it finished. Yesterday I went up to Yarra Glen to get my other pieces scanned so that they can be made into prints. So that's the mountain pygmy possum pieces that the little one I did in the last video, and another big piece and a little bougon moth. That's all sort of like a set. So yeah, I took them up yesterday, had a nice day up in Yarra Glen / Hillsville. Went up with my lovely friend Laurie and we had a bit of a walk up at Badger's Weir after we'd had some lunch in Hillsville, and it was like such a lovely day. The sun was out, nice crisp winter air, walking in the forest by the creek. It was beautiful, so it was really lovely. I'm really hoping to be able to try to get out a bit more and do some more walks and you know, just be outside more. I feel like I spend a lot of time inside, whether it be painting or, you know, with my nursing job, and you know, I always feel so much more inspired and ready to create when I've actually been outside, especially, you know, walking in such a beautiful place, and there's so many beautiful places around Melbourne that I haven't even been to. So yeah, hoping, that's my aim, is to try and at least once a month maybe go and do a nice walk somewhere. I'm thinking that next year, if I get to stay here at Montserrat and if I get to put on another exhibition, I might try and almost do like a field journal exhibit where I would hope to be able to go out to lots of different beautiful places around Australia, COVID permitting, and you know, just take a sketchbook and do some sort of like in the wilderness drawing, and then maybe make some paintings out of things that I've observed. But that's just a crazy idea, and I really need to get this exhibition finished first. So yeah, we're going to work on the orange-bellied parrot today. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. And we'll see how we go. Okie dokie, so this is what we have so far. This is the little finished parrot, pretty much finished, and then we have this guy, which is just a blob. So I've just done like the first basic colour layer the other day and got scared and stopped. I always get terrified after doing this first layer because it always looks like it's just going to turn out terribly. And I have to remember that it's, you know, it's just the first layer. It's not going to look like this. I'm going to put a lot of other layers over the top, so hopefully it will look more like this. But yeah, it's always terrifying doing that first colour section, and especially because I don't normally paint in such bright colours, so I was quite nervous. I mean, like, for example, this is the colour palette I normally use. We've got brown, we've got like greys and dark blues, a little bit of like lighter browns slash kind of yellows, and this is the palette for this bird. So it's good though, it's good to learn, but also terrifying. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this guy and we'll see how we go. So I haven't got very far. I'm just trying to work on these little tiny details here around the face, but I'm just really struggling with like the colors. So it's just, I'm just so unused to this kind of bright colors and how to work their shadows. Like with dogs and cats that I paint a lot, you kind of get used to the, sorry my voice is dying apparently, you kind of get used to the colors that you use, like your basic colors, and then the colors you use for shadows. But here it's just such a subtle transition from like this very yellow green, yellow blue, yellow red, and just the shadows are really like these little lines here, like it's like greeny red I think, but it's just like really test your color knowledge. I feel like that's one of the hardest parts, is just picking out, like being able to pick out the colors. So as you can see, mine's not looking great and it needs to be a lot more vibrant. It is quite hard to get very vibrant colors sometimes in watercolor because they are so transparent. You have to build a lot of layers or do one layer that's really bright, but that scares me. Because you can't, if you've gone dark with watercolor, you can't make it light again. Not like acrylic or oil or gouache, where you start usually from your dark colors and work towards light. In watercolor you start light and work towards dark because they are transparent, they're not opaque, so you can't put white on top of something. Yeah, you basically have to leave your lightest parts showing through and then work around it with your dark colors. So it's kind of, sometimes it feels like you're painting backwards, and it's just really hard to visualize sometimes in your brain. So yeah, I'm really just focusing on this area at the minute. You see here these colors are like, it's like a brownie, it's like a really dull green, like it's like there's a lot of red in this green, but just trying to find the right tone. But then down here, this green is really blue, and this green is getting towards blue here too, and then it's just there's so many different areas areas of yeah, colours, and it's really, I'm finding it really hard. So I've turned it sideways, one because I couldn't, it was too far away up here, but two, I'm just hoping if I'm not actually looking at the shape, like the object like it is, I might just be able to see the colours better. That probably doesn't make any sense, but I remember at school they used to tell us sometimes to turn your painting upside down, so you're not focusing on what you think you know it looks like, you're actually focusing on what it looks like. So we'll see if this helps. Okay, so it's about 4 p.m. now, and I've been here since 11. And I've just been finding it really difficult. So I'll show you what I have done. So this is the little guy I've been working on. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I hate it. At the moment, I've been working this too much. Now I've overworked it and I just can't get the colors to blend like I want them to. It's just so hard. These colors are so vibrant and they're just so subtle in how they change. I think I'm just gonna call it a day today and hopefully come back tomorrow with some fresh eyes. So back in the studio today. It's about, actually I have no idea what time it is, probably like 10 a.m, 10:30. I've come back again to try and fix this parrot. I was so upset last night because I'd spent so long working on it yesterday and none of it was working for me. So I was like, I just have to leave it. I can't look at it again until today, and I have looked at it again today and it's still not good. I'm hoping I can salvage it. It's just, you probably can't tell so much, but let's see. So here it's just really, like, I've just put too much paint on and tried to take it off and then put more on, and it just kind of wrecks the paper, and then you can't put much detail on it. So I'm gonna leave that bit for now and work on the rest, and then come back to it and hopefully figure something out. Worst case, I'm just gonna have to put some color pencil over it at the end. I don't really want to do that because I'm trying to make it like a watercolor exhibition, but I would rather do that than have to completely start again, because I just don't really have the time for that. So yep, we're gonna get into it and hopefully do better than I did yesterday. It's a lovely, cold, rainy, gloomy day today, which I love. And it always helps. I love being inside and like painting on days like that. So hopefully that might help me. Anyway, let's see how we go. here we are again. Again, it's about 4 o'clock. I've literally spent so long on this one wing. And I know I said I was going to focus on the rest of the bird and then come back to the wing, but I didn't do that. No. So anyway, here's what is happening. So, ooh, it's better, maybe? I've used white to go over the feathers a bit and put some more dark in and just try and blend it a bit more. I'm not super happy, but I'm happier than I was. You're not really supposed to use white when you're doing watercolor. You're not supposed to use white or black. I don't know why, and I don't know where that comes from, but I remember learning that at some point. Because really with watercolor you're supposed to leave the light areas so that they show through. You shouldn't have to put white on top of it. But sometimes it's really hard to do that. And it's, yeah, so anyway. That's how we're going. And I was actually I actually ended up, my iPad ran out of battery, so I was just like painting this bit because I've been looking at the picture all day. It was kind of fun just having a go. Not focusing too much on the picture. Yeah. I also discovered I have this little drawer that pulls out. Oh, and I've been using this desk easel, which I got ages ago and tried using once and didn't like it, and then now I've tried it again and it's actually really good, and my back isn't as sore because normally I'm bending right over my work. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna turn off my little fire and pack everything up and call it a day. Good morning. So unfortunately Melbourne went back into lockdown whilst I was filming this little vlog, so I've had to finish off painting my parrots at home. Haven't been able to get back up to the studio, so that's okay. What can you do? So yeah, I'll show you what I've done, my finished product. I think it's finished. I might put a little bit extra in the background, but I'm just gonna let it sit and I'll think about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you are doing okay if you're also in lockdown, and I hope we can get back to doing fun stuff soon. Yeah, thanks so much, and maybe I'll see you again.